The Champions League is back for the second leg of the round of 16. The first leg was very exciting, unless of course you are an English football fan, as none of their teams won their first leg. As a Liverpool fan, Vinicius Jr., please just stop, mate. It's just not good for my mental health. Every single time we play Real Madrid, he makes us look terrible. This is my round of 16 second leg predictions. Leave a like if you enjoy and subscribe if you are new. Let's get into it. Chelsea versus Dortmund. Dortmund won the first leg 1-0. Both teams were good. Chelsea were good in the first half, Dortmund were good in the second half. Chelsea missed a lot of chances. Chelsea need a minimum of 2 goals if they want to win this game in normal time. The last time they scored 2 goals in a football match was the 27th of December versus Bournemouth. Well, with Dortmund, they've won every single game since club football returned after the World Cup. They're currently top of the Bundesliga, level on points with Bayern Munich. Since the 16th of January, Chelsea have scored a total of 2 goals. They need 2 goals to win this game in normal time. It's not happening, and Dortmund are going to win this game. They're going to win it 2-0. Goals will come from Julian Brandt and Marco Reus to give Dortmund a place in the Champions League quarter-final. Benfica versus Club Brugge. You'll all be absolutely amazed to know I got the first leg prediction right. The only game I got right, because we all know my prediction skills are terrible, but I got this one right. My logic for that prediction was Benfica are playing good, João Mario was in good form, I said he'd score, and he did score, and also no team managed by Scott Parker will be playing in the Champions League quarter-final. Both teams have played 3 games since the first leg. Benfica have won all 3, while Club Brugge have only won 1, and one of those games they lost 3-0. Benfica won the away leg 2-0, so I think they're going to do even better in the home leg. They're going to win this game 3-0, an aggregate score of 5-0, thanks to goals from Rafa Silva, João Mario, and David Neres. Bayern versus PSG. The first leg was very dull. Until Mbappe came on, then things got exciting. He scored 2 disallowed goals, and sadly for him, Bayern Munich ended up winning the game 1-0. There's no real surprise Mbappe added something to the first leg. He's such a fantastic player. He recently became PSG's all-time record goal scorer at just 24. There's no doubt about it how fantastic of a player he is, and I do think he will score in this game. Sadly enough, I also think Bayern Munich will score, and it's going to end a 1-1 draw, seeing Bayern Munich progress to the quarter-finals of the Champions League. Spurs versus AC Millan. The first leg was a very boring game, only 1 goal, and it was a very scrappy goal, but that goal was for AC Millan, and they have a slim lead going into the second leg. Since the first leg, Spurs have picked up results like beating Chelsea, which this season really isn't that impressive, and they've also lost to Wolves, who are currently in a relegation battle. AC Milan picked wins over both Monza and Atalanta respectively, but also lost to Fiorentina. Both teams aren't in great sets of form. I just seen this being a similar game to the first leg. It's going to be scrappy, it's going to be boring, but this time there's not going to be any goals. It's going to be a 0-0 draw, and AC Milan will be through to the quarterfinals. Porto versus Inter Milan. The first leg ended in a 1-0 win from Inter Milan, thanks to a last-minute goal from Romelu Lukaku. He hasn't had a great spell in his return to Inter Milan, but that is a very important goal. Otavio is a Portugal international. He played a lot of the World Cup and has been a key player for Porto in recent years. He was sent off in the first leg, so he's going to be a big loss for them. I know it is at home, but I don't fancy them to do much. Inter Milan haven't had much success in Europe in the last couple of years. They did get to a Europa League final, but in the Champions League they have been poor. But I fancy them to move on to the quarter-finals. They're going to win this game 2-0 thanks to goals from Lautaro Martinez and Romelu Lukaku. Manchester City versus RB Leipzig. I wasn't particularly surprised when Leipzig got a result out of the game. They're brilliant at home, even though I did predict Man City to win the game. But look, we'll move past that. At the time of recording, Arsenal are 5 points top of the Premier League. It really does look like they're going to end up winning the title. So Man City's focus is going to be the Champions League. Even if they were top of the Premier League, their focus would be the Champions League. It's the one they want the most. At the time of recording, Arsenal are 5 points top of the Premier League. It really does look like they're going to end up winning the title. So Man City's focus is going to be the Champions League. Even if they were top of the Premier League, their focus would be the Champions League. It's the one they want the most. Napoli versus Eintracht Frankfurt. Napoli lost at home for the first time this season, so that might be an advantage for Frankfurt, but Napoli are so comfortable in the league that they could lose their next 5 games and they'd still be top of the league no matter any of the other results. We are at the start of March and Napoli are 18 points clear at top of the table. That is absolutely mental. Osimhen is such a fantastic striker, one of the best in the world for me this season anyway, but he just seems like the complete package and he's easily a £100 million player. I think Victor Osimhen will score in this game, not once but twice, in a 2-1 win for Napoli. Real Madrid versus Liverpool, and I don't know why. It's incredibly biased, but I somehow have a slight bit of belief that Liverpool can actually come back from 3 goals down at the Bernabeu. And here is my incredibly sound logic. Liverpool recently beat Manchester United by 7 goals, an incredible result. They scored goals for fun, they were fantastic. Manchester United recently beat Barcelona. Barcelona recently beat Real Madrid. That logic is perfect and makes complete sense. Look, Real Madrid probably will win this game, and even if Liverpool do, it's highly unlikely they score 3, but on the off chance it does happen, and I do predict this right, I will look like a genius. Liverpool are going to beat Real Madrid 4-0 at the Bernabeu, thanks to a goal from Darwin Núñez, Cody Gakpo, and 2 from Mo Salah. I am absolutely insane. This is 100% not going to happen, but if it does, I look like a genius. Despite all odds, Liverpool are going to complete an incredible comeback at the Bernabeu. But let me know what you think in the comments. What are your Champions League second leg round of 16 predictions? Let me know in the comments. If you enjoyed the video, make sure to leave a like. And if you are new to the channel, I'd really appreciate if you could subscribe. I'm trying to hit 5,000 subscribers by the end of the month. And if you want to support the channel that extra bit more, feel free to become a channel member. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one.